Thank you very much, Waziri, for joining us. You have talked about a trust fund for HIV and AIDS. Why a trust fund specifically for HIV and AIDS?
If you look in the last few years, the trend has been over-reliance on donor funding. And actually, HIV and AIDS is funded 87% by donors. And with the global financial crisis and with all other crises that are happening in the world, we foresee that a time will come when they will say we are on our own. So we have to look at ways of sustaining ourselves. And because HIV is here with us, and it's not something that is going to go away within a day. So we have to look for ways of how can we help those people with HIV and AIDS by way of continuing the way their lives have been when the donor funding was there. So the idea was mushed, and I'm happy to say it's almost now at cabinet level, where we are waiting for the approval by the cabinet.
And how much are you targeting to raise, one in the short term and two in the long term?
In the short term, we are expecting the government will get it from the government of Kenya Exchequer, and we were anticipating that we would get about 1% of the government expenditure, but that was very ambitious. So we hope and we think we should be able to get at least 0.5%. And if we get that as a starting factor, that will be good enough. And then after that, we'll be able to go to the private sector and ask them to chip in, because we already have something in the kitty.
You mentioned different stakeholders. One, there is the government, and two, the private sector. How have these stakeholders taken the proposal at these initial stages? What is their response to it?
Most of the private sector have actually thought it's a good idea, because we don't want to eat into their profits. We don't want the taxation of the Kenyans to be increased, but we just want them to give back to the society, just a token. For example, if you sell a packet of cigarettes, we just ask you for a shilling out of that. If you sell a crate of beer, from one beer you just give us a shilling out of that.